we're all trying to do the same thing. We want to get the products from point A to point B. And at this moment in time, there is no way you can ship anything from one country to another without seafarers. I don't think we've really appreciated the seafarers are frontline people, and they should be respected as that. They have done a lot to make sure that the supply lines are kept open, that 90% of everything we have in this world is brought by sea. And if it weren't for these people, we would have none of it. And so I think we should recognize that the seafarer is a frontline, very, very important person. And we should be treating them that way. Perhaps the general public don't realize, is that in actual fact, they're more isolated than we have been throughout the whole of this lockdown period. And I'm thinking, well, your experience, just a small portion of what these guys face every day of their working life. We're going back 1835, the mission began. So we're one of the longest missions established, or mission to seafarers establishments. And is it relevant today? I think when you look at it, what happened then and the work that was being done with the crews, which was a completely different story to nowadays. As you're probably quite aware, most people in the industry, turnaround times are very fast, and speed of the industry is moving so fast nowadays. And in those days, they could be at anchor for 3, 4, 5 months, and they were just totally isolated and on their own there. So yes, it's very relevant, because they need to be able to contact somebody. They need to be able to have some expression with the outside world. And that is basically why the mission is there. Their circumstances are going to be different. They're a female in a male-dominated sort of atmosphere. And the challenges for them are quite different, possibly because there's this competitiveness. They feel they have to prove themselves to be better than the males to be accepted. That in itself is a misdemeanor. I don't think that they need to prove themselves. If they're capable of doing the job, then they are capable of doing the job. We will see more and more females coming into the industry, because they do have a lot to offer. And I'd like to see more female officers, because they have the compassion that a lot of men don't. They are able to diffuse situations to make things easier for people that maybe a lot of men don't. We have very recently, the mission in unison with ICMA, have recently set a new platform, a digital platform. They call it the Chat to a Chaplain line, where seafarers can contact 24 hours a day help if they want it, or somebody to be able to just listen to them, take away their fears and their doubts, and hopefully help them to feel a bit better within themselves. They're beginning to see the mission as a partner, as somebody who is there all the time, who can deal with a lot of the issues that perhaps the agencies, management companies and that don't need to get involved in. I feel in the last 6 or 7 years, the industry has moved on in leaps and bounds. There has been a great deal of improvements. A majority of shipping companies, they are providing well above the basic needs. And hopefully that will outweigh the other side of the industry. But I'm pleased to say that the industry is starting to open its eyes and wake up to the needs of the very and most important part of their industry. You're not going to get something from A to B without these people. We're amazed at the response in Cyprus. The Cyprus shipping industry is becoming one of the best that I've seen anywhere through all the regions that we have shipping companies.